All right, guys, welcome back. Today is Sunday, June 30th. All right, so we are going to show you this stamp set bundle. So we have the 21 stamps and we have the 9 dies. And I was busy yesterday cutting out a bunch of those just so I could have them in my carousel. So I have a whole bunch done. But I've also pulled some out for today's card. So what I have here is I'm first going to bring these out that I'm going to call are in the yellow, orange, red kind of spectrum. And then we're going to have these that are in the green spectrum. I'll put those up here. And then we're going to have some that are in the blue-gray spectrum. All right. I am going to be bringing out my silicone mat because I'm going to use this as a base, and we are going to be using these to make a different kind of pinwheel. So what I'm trying to do is I am going to first, oh, I have a couple there. Look at that. I am first going to get this kind of around the hole so that sticks down, and I'm going to put it here in the middle. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the greens and to the blues, and we're going to go around. And what we're going to do is we're going to make sure the hole is lined up, and we're going to make sure that that is on the edge, meeting up to that edge there. So again, we're just going to be putting glue, and this is the multi-purpose glue in a precision bottle. So we want that circle there, and we want those to match up right there. All right, so now we're going to go to the blue side. Again, we're going to put glue around that portion there. We're going to make sure that we're in the center there and that we're matched up to the edge there. Oh, my center's a little off. There we go. It's pretty good. All right, so now we're going to go back to what's considered our red pile. Get that matched up, get the circle in there. We want the circle to be somewhat uniform on it, so that way, I think I'm going to go with a brighter one here, so that way we know that it's somewhat centered when we go to put it on our card. So here's that center again, lining up those 2 points, making sure it stays down. Now you could go across, you know, like do your north, south, east, west. But if you do that, you may have some room for it not matching up when you get to your cross ones. So again, here we go. We're at the center. We're at the point of the edge there. Go back to our center. I think I'm going to do this one. Putting glue around there and getting that to the center there. All right, I'm going to flip this around just because I feel like I'm looking at it upside down. Let's do this wild wheat on this one. Just a little bit over, and it looks like maybe we'll have 1 or 2 more. Let's get to the blue. Feels kind of thick, but it's just one. Just wanted to make sure that it wasn't too stuck together. All right, and now it looks like we're on our last one. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to figure out which color I really want. I don't think I really want that gray to be on top. I think I'm going to go with this pink. Now you are going to see that if I put that right there, it goes a little bit further over than that. So I'm just going to go in those two little crevices for this last one. All right, so make sure our center's there, going in both of those crevices. And there we are. Now this is pretty thick, as you can imagine. All right. That last one, I got to hold off just a little bit. I'm not going to be able to move it. All right. So what we are going to do, and you can see how you have all those over there. If you want to do another circle, you can to go over it. Let me go down here. And let me grab out my circle tray. Move this over here. That's not bad. Ooh, we don't have a purple in there. Oh, but this has a little bit of an edge off of it. So, as you can see, I have lots of circles in here. I'm going to kind of go like this, just so all my little tiny circles will fall to the bottom. So I want to try to find a purple that doesn't have an edge. Here we go. This look, I kind of like that. All right. So let's go ahead. I'm going to put my circle tray back in the drawer. On this, though, I think I'm going to use, oh, sorry. I have a piece of cardstock there to keep the sun, which likes, you know, coming up this time of day, and is at such an angle that it just seems to come right into my window. All right, so let's go ahead. That looks pretty center, so I'm going to push it down. See if I can push this back just a little bit. There. All right, so here's this. Let's grab a layer. I think I want to do, I think I'm going to do a lemon lolly layer. See how that looks against it. No, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. You know, I could have probably tucked that under if I had thought about it. Tucked it under these two before I glued it down. But it is the way it is. But yeah, so if I would have tucked it under before I did that, you wouldn't have seen you wouldn't have seen as much of that pink as you are. But that's all right. Yeah, I don't think I want lemon lolly. I might have to do just regular white. Let me pull this out and see how it looks just with regular white. Yep, probably either that or Fairy Vanilla. Let me grab out a base. Here we have Basic Beige. Here we have Fairy Vanilla. I think I like the vanilla better. But I also feel like, yeah, I really don't like that now. I should have tucked it under, guys. So you would have seen just a little bit. I mean, you're going to see a full one no matter what. But I just don't know if I like how that is. Well, we're just going to deal with it because I didn't think that far ahead. All right, so here's my Fairy Vanilla card base. We're going to bring this down. I think we're going to have to do this with probably the dimensionals too because there's so much height to it. I don't know if glue would really work with it. Let's see here. I'm going to kind of go where some of those cross over. So that'll be a little extra adhesive for keeping those down. Alright, let me put that back on. I'm not putting in the center because I want the center kind of to fall down in. I'm going to go like that. So that pink is not at the top or bottom. So there you have that. And now I'm going to come in and I'm going to say, oh, let's see, what do we want to say? Since we focused mainly on those dies, we do have to get, you know what I'm going to do? I know what I'm going to do. All right, so let's do this happy. Let's get my other happy. And we're going to get, what color do I want? How about Petunia Pop? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go happy. I want to make sure this is straight. Sorry. Happy. And then one more happy. There. So that way we don't even have to make it a holiday card. We'll just do it like that. And then if you wanted to add any sort of little embellishments, let's see what I have here. What are these? Oh, these are very pretty. These are the iridescent foil gems. So let's put a couple on there. Well, not a couple. You know me, I do things in threes. So let's do, let me push my putty down. Let's do one in the center, and we'll do a couple, cover up that little mark. Do that. Now, I could have also dry embossed, run it through an embossing folder. I could have done some sort of treatment on the background, but just to give you an idea, let me move some of this stuff out of the way now so you can see. Oops, let's get those. We'll put those into my little bin. So now I have some ready for the carousel. And there you are. Fun little idea using those tags in a different way. Let me show you the other cards I worked on. So here I did a gatefold. Now on the gatefolds, I don't even know how far this went over. Let's see. Looks like I went 2.5 inches. Just remember, whatever you score, this is an 8.5 by 5.5. Wherever you score that first mark, you just want to make sure your next mark is at that 4 1/4 mark. That way the inside of your card is 4 1/4 by 5.5. So then I put that paper. It's also from Online Exclusives. It's called Iconic Celebrations. So I put that on either side, and then we have the dies we used and the stamps from that Greetings of the Season stamp set. Here's my next one. I used the tag. This is the same tag. I just, after I cut this part, I lined it up, the die. Here, let me show you. Sorry for that loud noise. That was loud, wasn't it? Now I just spilled dies all over the place. All right, so this is the full size, right? So then I cut this in the white, and after I cut the full, I brought this up, made sure that the little dots interlocked, and ran it through the cutter again. That way you will get a layer. Now it's going to be the same width. You can also layer that, but it's a little bit more involved, and you want to do your bottom part first before you do the sides. Now the reason I didn't do it is because this is so close to it, I would have to make my sides pretty much go down there, so I'm not mimicking that same cut. And I didn't want to do that. So I just made it a stouter version of that die. Ran it through that embossing folder. And then the last one kind of got wild with the stamp pad. just went ahead and used those stamps as the star of the card. And again, that's at Iconic Celebrations DSP, which is going to be an online exclusive. And you have Christmas, you have New Year's, you have fall, you have 4th of July, you have winter, you have that was pumpkins. So you have a little bit of everything in that Iconic Celebrations 6x6. Alright guys, that's it. Hope you enjoyed this. Give me a thumbs up if you would. Like the video, send me a comment, not a comment. I can't talk, it's too early. Send me a comment. Share this on your social media. Most of all, have a great Sunday. Sorry that I made so many little wording errors, but like I said, it's early. So have a great day, guys. We'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.